the Great Dye Water Splashing Festival to be held on the Dye Water Splashing Square. Besides you distinguished guests, the magical trip of China is drawing to a close. Hope you have a good memory. Thanks for taking this tour of us, and please check your personal belongings when you get off the bus. Welcome to visit Folk Costume Village of Splendid China next time. Thank you. Goodbye.
这一圈45分钟，然后在4点多少来就要开始进场了，几分钟完就可以。要拍这个。
Which is the hometown of the Lord Shenzhen, who's on the left side. Now, on the left side, there is a new house of Imperial. Yi people worship tigers, so every family of Yi will have portraits of tigers hanging on the wall. On the left side ahead, there is Shui Village in Shenzhen, Guangdong province. The Shui culture, horsetail embroidery, and during holiday of Shui minority are all listed as national intangible cultural heritages. The Green Lake Dock of Folk Costume Village lies on the right side ahead of us. You can go boating on the Green Lake and feel the special journey. The architectures of Yi are also of striking characteristics. There are 3 cubes feeling new power, as well as a spirit of self-supporting, self-strengthening, and a circle of life. Now we have arrived at the birthplace of Ashima, Yi Village. Yi minority are post red, yellow, and black, and blends into a unique 3-color culture which closely linked for a spectacle. Over the hill crest and the top of the waterfall, the interactive project of Jǐnxiù Roadway will take you to experience the thrill of crusted cayenne and chasing the clouds. In colorful Yunnan province, there is beautiful and miraculous natural scenery, but also gorgeous and diverse costumes. On the right side, we can see mysterious Jǐnxiù Village. Girls of that minority have a costume of tattooing face, so Jǐnxiù minority is also called as facial tattooed Jǐnxiù. On the right side, there is a stone forest of Ashima pig, the legend of Ashima's boys. Bite in the hand and promise to love. The greater pain stands for the deeper love. Next, we will see pinyin village. Father paternalism prevails in pinyin families. When the father dies of old age, the eldest son succeeds to the position. From time immemorial, there will be traditional concept of eldest brother for father, longing for his sister-in-law. Now the dogs originated domestically 3D technology, creates a dreamy and pretty male spirit, Daipa, and invites you to listen to the catching legends of male minority. On the left, they have created world-renowned Dongba culture. Dongba pictograph is reputed to be living fossil of writing. Echoing to Nashi Village is Dong Village. Dong minority has 3 treasures, which are Drum Towers, 3 iron bridges, and Great Song of Dong minority. Unique design and magnificent drum buildings and wood-ring bridges are the symbols of Dong minority. Simple and rustic Dong people perform the world intangible heritage, Great Song of Dong minority. Such a euphonious melody, like a spring, brings you into the mysterious Dong world. Dear guests, next we will visit Guizhou Male minority. Most of male buildings are situated halfway up a mountain by the river. Miaoling Primary School in the Scenic area, which is located near a river, spreads the ancient culture, and plants the seeds named hope. On the left side ahead, the restored house of minority. The area tourist-fused culture. On the left side ahead of us, we can see Mínsú Village by the Lagoon Lake, with a population of about 50,000, which is the only place called as Countries of Girls in China. Ocean's gifts and have created unique and primitive fishing and hunting culture. Looking round, the left side is thousand-handed and thousand-eyed Aphrodite's Vara. It is made of bronze with two sides. One faces to the mainland of China, the other faces to Hong Kong, blessing the people on both sides day and night. On the top right, we can see Hanyi Village by Red River in Yunnan Province. Hanyi is famous for its typical three-room houses which resemble mushrooms, so they are named Wall. Welcome to enter the time tunnel of Horse Road. You can shuttle back and forth between ancient costumes and modern high-tech and have an unusual experience of costumes. On the left, we can see costumes of the minority of Hainan Island and Gaoshan minority living in Fujian and Taipei. Is typical folk house in North Shenzhen. That is the birthplace of Asian legends and also the cradle of Chinese civilization. Dear guests, on the right side ahead of us, we can see the experience project of folk costume village, Tea Horse Post. Welcome to here to experience the charm of Asian Road. Now we have come to Tea Horse Road, which is made up of three parts. Namely, folk houses of minorities, Tea Horse Post, and digital interactive theater in Wall Palace. On the right side, you will see folk houses of minorities such as Jian, Yǐnxiù, and Wall. In the digital interactive theater of Wall Palace, the lovely mascot of Wall minority, Ai Kai, will exchange a small take of costumes with landscape. Pass by the western areas, here we are at the mysterious Tibetan Plateau. In front of the left, we can see the Tibetan Buddhist temple, the building structure of Han-Tibetan combination, and the adornment of different region and exotic landscape form a special brand, dignified and straightforward styles. The Tibetan Western area in Splendid China is established according to the Pan-Asian form in gowns, which is the exclusive, completely preserved aristocratic garden in Tibetan. On the right side ahead of us lies the costume dock of Folk Costume Village. Here are genuine featured black golden booths, which can bring you to feel the water scenery of Folk Costume Village. Next, we will walk in China's first large-scale cultural tourist attraction that collected various ethnic folk art, folk costumes, and residential buildings, etc. Performances of folk costumes, arts, and crafts show, and grand folk festivals demonstrate China's colorful folk costumes and ethnic cultures in multi-angles. You will fully experience the soul and charm of China's nation. Now we will enter the land of singing and dancing in Shenzhen. Under the great lines of Uyghur dwellings, you can hear sweet songs from Uyghur maids and live with 8,000 goat foils. Deng Xiaoping had the precious picture of his entire family in Hotel Palace in Splendid China in his South tour of 1992. Dear guests, after enjoying the grand rivers and mountains of Splendid China, we arrive at the China Folk Cultural Museum, Folk Cultural Village. If the Splendid China is a studied work of art with great care, sit it carefully and keep yourself secured. The left, here is Zhaoyu Pass, which is known as World Splendid Pass. It is the most complete and best preserved pass of the existing passes of Great Wall. Next, we can see the Potala Palace, located in Lhasa, Tibet. Potala Palace is the highest palace complex in China, and it enjoys the honor to heaven of emperors. Out of the Great Wall were grassland scenery. On the right, there is a mausoleum of Genghis Khan of Asian Horror Banner in Mongolia. In front right, we can see the tomb of fragrant Imperial concubine in Kashgar, Xinjiang, and the Grand Eight Mosque. On the top of the mountain of our left, there are the inscriptions on cliffs. On the cliffs, there are caved poems of more than 70 noble people, including Yi Rui Huan, Yi Kuren, Zhang Zhijia, and many state leaders, celebrities, and experts. This royal garden, Old Summer Palace. On the left, you can see Chengde Imperial Summer Resort in Hebei Province, which is the best preserved and largest imperial garden in China. In front of the right, you will see the first pass in the world, Shanghai Pass. The Great Wall is known as one of the 8 wonders of the world. The Great Wall in Splendid China has been built for more than 2 years, with a total length of 1,100 meters. And Liang Zhenwen, China's famous expert of Asian architecture, served as the General Counsel. This Great Wall was built up with over 6,500,000 little blue brick-sized matchbox, which created a Guinness World Record, and it is the landmark in Splendid China. On the left, there is a royal cemetery of Ming Dynasty. Ming Dynasty tombs of 13 emperors, Qing Chang and Qing Jin. Next is the Emperor's Mansion in Jǐnxiù District, Belgium. Empress Guangdong, the last empress of Qing Dynasty, lived here before she went to the Forbidden City. In front of the left, there is the world's largest and most complete ancient palace complex, Imperial Palace, where 24 emperors of Ming and Qing Dynasty lived and served national affairs. Behind this spot, it is Temple of Heaven, where emperors prayed to the heaven. Nearly 9,000 quite small size.
A portrait. That lake is like a gentle and shy girl with the image of being hidden and understood only by her.
Treasure, and the 48 treasures gathered in Splendid China, which interprets a non-parallel charm. Pass by the planting garden, and we are in the area of 3 historical towers in the south of Yangtze River. In the front of left, there is the Yuan Tower in Hunan Province, which is known as Dongting has the best wall in the world, and Yuan has the best tower in the world. In Yellow Crane Tower in Hubei Province, which is called Unparalleled Landscape. Green Tower, Yellow Crane Tower, and Pavilion of Queenstown are known as the three historical towers in the south of Yangtze River. On the right, here is the famous Mount Huangshan in China. From ancient times, Mount Huangshan has its honor of no mountain is worthy to visit after seeing the 5 famous mountains. The 5 famous mountains are not worthy to visit after seeing the Mount Huangshan. The peculiar pines, grotesque rocks, sea of clouds, and hot springs are called 4 most marvelous scenic spots of Mount Huangshan. Now we're in the middle and lower reaches of Changjiang River. On the right, there are the Jiangsu and Zhejiang areas, which are the famous lands of abundance and greenery in China. Here we are West Lake in Hangzhou, which is called Heaven on Earth. Hanshan Temple, an ancient temple in South China, in the delicate and pretty slender West Lake. Of residents of ethnic Bai, the industrials and smart people of ethnic Bai created brilliant history in Dali areas. Next, we will enjoy the tropical landscape of Shenzhen Bana. The main Feilong Pagoda and Jǐnxiù Octagonal Pavilion will show you the architectural style of Hinayana. Now we will be entering the planting garden of world celebrities. There are memorial trees planted by Castro, George H.W. Bush. It is the world's largest Chinese cultural theme park and a 5A level national scenic area. The scenic spot consists of 2 parts, the miniature scenic spot of Splendid China and Chinese folk cultural villages. It was opened to the public in 1989 and covers an area of nearly 600,000 square meters, which collects China's splendid mountains and rivers, as well as the long history and splendid culture of China. That custom village of Splendid China is cohesion of efforts and reason of Hou Yingyan, Zhou Renjiao, Ren Zhiwen, and other masters, experts of ancient architecture, calligraphists, and painters, and it represents the highest level in art of China's cultural theme park. For more than 20 years, it has received over 70 million Chinese and foreign tourists, including more than 200 dignitaries and celebrities. Deng Xiaoping, Zhang Zemin, Premier Zhu Yingji, and other state leaders left their precious images here. First of all, we will visit a miniature scenic spot of Splendid China. One step into history, one day to China. You will enjoy the blossoming of glorious land and experience the extensive and profound Chinese culture. On the left, you can see the Shenzhen Danton 9-Dragon Wall, which was found to memorize the honor of Zhu Gui's being entitled Shenshi King. By the way, Zhu Gui is 13th son of Zhu Yuanzhang, founding emperor of Ming Dynasty. Now we are wandering in the mysterious religious and cultural areas of West China. The left is Magao Grottos in Zhōnghuá, Mínsú Province. There are more than 1,000 grottos, so it is named Thousand Buddha Cave. In the grottos, there are stored plenty of Buddha statues, Buddhist sculptures, mural, and other art treasures, which is known as Treasure Hall of Ancient Chinese Art. In the front of left, you can see the Lanlan grottos in Luoyang, Henan Province. In the middle, here stands the major Buddha Lushina, which is is a symbol of the Empress Mínsú Cūn. Next, we're in the Guangdong grottos in Datong, Shanxi province. Another scenic spot, it presents the 20th grotto after Buddha. Mogao grottos, Liaonan grottos, and Yanggang grottos are known as the three grotto art treasure hall of China. On the left, we can see the giant Buddha in Liushan, Sichuan province. The Buddha statue has 71 meters height, and it is the world's largest stone Buddha. Out of the divine palace of religion, we are in the colorful world of southwest China. In the front of left, here are the temple of marquis and church. That comes from the village of Splendid China